Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Satisfactory. It's a good day. We are finally going to get to computers. Let's have a look at our power situation. We are looking very good. We're using 8,000. We're producing over 20,000. It is fluctuating like that because what I've done is I've exploited a couple of the geothermal vents, and I'll show you those. But I'm also going to show you that there are many ways to skin a cat in this game. You sometimes have to think a little out of the box. In the last episode, I said I was going to do computers, and I was concerned because of the amount of plastic. I would need, basically because I want to make 25 computers per minute, I would need 400 plastic. That's an enormous amount of plastic. So I decided to go look for the alternate recipe, and the alternate recipe used rubber at a rate of 22.5 to make 3.75, which means I would need a total of 150 rubber. So I thought, oh, that's not too bad, so I'll exploit some of the oil. But there's even a better way to do it, and I'll show you that. So let's get stuck in. Right, I said I'd show you the geothermal thing, so let's go down to Caterium, and I handcrafted some of the high-speed connectors and got the stuff together to unlock this, and then we need more high-speed connectors to build them. And I found a couple of geothermal vents out in that direction, and there's another thing to look at out there, so let's pop out there quickly. Right, so I did eventually make the AI limiter factory, and this is it. I just brought some copper over from that side. I made whatever was needed, and I'm making 20 AI limiters per minute. So that's pretty cool. And that just uses the copper sheet and quick wire recipe. Each assembler makes 5, and yeah, we've got 20, so that's good. So if I go a little bit further to the east, you'll see there, well, let's get up there. So this is our steel beam factory at the bottom of the cliffs. And there are a couple of nodes over here that you could connect geothermal generators to. I'm not exactly sure how the power output works. It's a range, so they do fluctuate, as you can see. Some of them are better than others. This is not a very good one, I don't think. And just pop over to the other one, and this one, yeah, this one's much better. So this one has a much higher range, and I found a couple of really good ones. Actually, where is it? It's right on the other side of the map at the Crater Lakes. I've done some exploring and collected hard drives and summer sloops and mesospheres. But yeah, you can get a bit of power, and it doesn't cost a heck of a lot, and it just adds into the system. Yeah, so we're going to head back to base and make preparations. Most of the stuff for the computer factory is actually already made. Just a couple of things that have changed. So I think the most cumbersome part was the circuit boards, and that is already done. So let's pop down to the IT cluster and have a look. Right, so we have our power setup over here, we have our train stations over there, and this is the circuit board build. And this here is the beginnings of the computer build. So, right, we have a full container of circuit boards. That's nice. So the circuit boards are sorted. Then we just need some quick wire. All right, so we are building, basically we want to do 25. So that means that we need 6.667 manufacturers to get 25 computers. But that also means that we need 350 quick wire, 150 rubber, and 100 circuit boards per minute. We got the circuit boards. The quick wire, I have already set up constructors to make the quick wire. And the only thing outstanding is the rubber. Now, I was going to grab a pipeline of crude, which I'd already planned. There's the pipe. But knowing that there's always a different way to do things in this game, I just went on a little bit of a research exercise, and I found this recipe, residual rubber. That takes 40 polymer resin, 40 water, and it makes 20 rubber. It just so happens that in my turbo fuel factory over here, I have 15, well it's 16, but it should be 15 refineries right here, and they are kicking out 20 polymer resin per minute. That is a total of 300 polymer resin that I'm sinking at the moment, and I've got a full container of fabric that I made with it. So right now it's not even being used. So if I route that polymer back and I put it into a refinery, the 300 that I put into however many refineries it is would give me 150 rubber, which is exactly what I need. So that's what I'm going to do. And that means I'm going to need 7.5 refineries to get the 150 rubber. And it also means that I need 300 polymer resin, 300 water, and that's that problem solved. So I'll get to that. Let's get the caterium sorted out first. Right, so we need 350 caterium. We have 350 divided by 60 gives you 5.8, which means 6 constructors with the last one underclocked to 50 per minute, 83.33%. That will give us the exact amount, and I've got it on Mark 4 belt so we can carry it through to wherever it needs to go. It'll come out in this direction, close to where this is coming out. So that's awesome. Next thing we need to do, set up those refineries. I might as well plug this lot in and get it done. I've done all the preparation here, so all it needs is the input. I'm going to put a conveyor lift in, and I think it needs to go on to 2 clicks up. I think that's right. And then I just have to put a splitter onto this line and line it up with that. Now let's see if it works first time. I haven't had much luck with this. Grab a Mark 3 belt, plug it in there. Is it going to come through? Oh, it is. Awesome. That's good. Because that sort of sometimes doesn't work very well. Anyway, so this is all being fed in. Fill up the belt. Right, that looks good. So the last thing that we need to do for the caterium. And now I do need to kind of check out my caterium. I may be underproducing. Because we need 12 times the 5.833. That means I need 70. I think I may have a problem. I need 70 caterium ingots. Oh no, never mind. I thought I was pulling off the line for something else, but I changed the recipe. I didn't go with the caterium recipe on the circuit board. So yeah, no stress. I'm making 160. I'm using 70 over here, so I'll just keep track of that. This is all good. All I need to do then is plug it in. So bring a line to here and then connect it to there. Excellent. All right, quick wire sorted. It is being produced. That is good. Right now, 7.5 refineries. So 8 refineries, last one underclocked to 50%. And I want to see how I'm going to lay this out, because I do want to keep this kind of open boulevard over here. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything in this area at all. It's just going to be a nice wide open boulevard, so that when I start doing actual buildings on either side, that it gives you a feeling of walking down a city boulevard with things on either side. So what I might do, I'm going to need 7 manufacturers. I need 7 of these. So let me put I'm going to put the refineries over here, and then I'll do the row of manufacturers over there. So to our blueprints, and we are using the refinery with solid out. So 2 in and 1 solid out. And we're going to bring the inputs, we're going to bring the output over on this side. So let's see how we're going to place this. I'm going to need to leave space for the belts to come through from the circuit boards and quick wire. And then this will come out on the same side. So let's put it over here and have a look around and see how that works out. Not unhappy with that too much. Okay, no, I'm actually going to move it over. I do want to keep this space. So let's pull this. That's on that line. I actually want it on that line. Let's put a torch on so we can see what's going on. Nighttime again, imagine. Whoa, it's going to make it tough to squeeze the manufacturers in. I actually have this the wrong way around. No, I don't. Alright, well, sun's coming up, so this is where I'm going to put it. It leaves a little road here to take things down. I am going to struggle a little with space for the manufacturers. Not too much. I'll figure it out, because I still want to put the high-speed connector factory in over here somewhere. So I need 8 in total. Right, that's not... Oh, is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, so now I just need to remove this last one. Okay, good. So we're going to need 300 water to come through, so Mark 1 pipes are fine. I'll just connect all of those up. We're going to need 300 polymer resin to come in. I could get away with I have to use a Mark 4, so connect all of those up. Okay, so they're going to come in from that side. which is fine because I can bring the water up from underneath. And then the polymer resin is down that side, actually coming through on the ceiling. So yeah, it's on this side, so that's good. And then just as a test, I have a blueprint for the manufacturer. Let's see how that fits. Now, unfortunately, I can only fit one blueprint in my current 4x4 blueprint designer. So this is going to be one manufacturer, and I will bring everything in from this side. And maybe what I can do is use that. No, I'll bring it over here. Yep, it's very, very close, but I think I can work with that. So if we scooch it over by one, we're not actually clipping into anything here. We're just sort of on the hitbox for this. So you get three kind of colors when you want to put something down. You get the blue, which is just basically the hologram. You can change these colors, of course. But then you also get the yellow. That's kind of you're clipping, but you can still put it there. And then you get the red, which means that you're clipping and you can't put it there. So I'm putting this over here. I'm going to need, what was it, 6 point something. I need 7 manufacturers to go down. And they are set to feed out back in this direction. Okay, that's not going to work. Yeah, this position here is fine. I'm going to have to change the direction of this manifold of mergers to come back down this way to bring it around. This line I can bring out of that smart splitter down this way. This line I can bring around this way, and they can feed into these three. But yeah, I'm going to have to reverse that, maybe. So I've decided it's going to come out this way, and then I'll put it into storage over here and split off and do whatever I need to do. There's enough space for a belt to come out. So that is where the row of manufacturers will be for the computers. All right, I'll place that one. All right, so the way I've basically set the belts up very simply, one at the bottom, one level up with a belt going straight in, and then 2 levels up with a conveyor lift. It's fairly neat. There's a fourth input as well, which I could then go another level up with the splitter. But that's not what I designed this blueprint for, so that's how it is. So everything will come in from this side, it'll feed in to here, and then it'll feed out on this side and go around into a storage. Cool, there we go. Now I just need to get the polymer resin and water into this, reverse this line, and get all of these working. So I'm going to put a floor hole there, and I'll get a pipe floor hole, and I'll put it, let's see. Yeah, this should be fine. Then at least from the bottom, I'll have an idea of where I need to go, and we will change the mode for this to that. Since I am using a Mark IV, I'll stick to the Mark IV, and that feeds in. Perfect. Right, now I'm going to need to also go downstairs. So I could put in a stairwell over here for access. I don't intend to extend this. Let's see, where are we? Well, we're over water, so that's a good thing. All right, stairs, go down. Okay, let's see. All right, our other water extractors over there. Now I need 300, so I could just put 2 in and then overclock them each to 150. Maybe that's what I'll do. And I think it might be nice if the platform for the water extractors was sort of over here. I think that should work. I mean, I'm not too far away. All right, good. So that means that I can grab that, bring it across to here, and just pop a platform. Oops. Pop a platform in over here for me to walk on, and that's where it's needed. And I think because it's 2, maybe I'll just put them over here. I could put them that way, but I don't know what else I plan on doing underneath here. So let's sort out the water. Pop the first one there, second one there. Now, do I have power shards with me? Big question. I may have them in here. Oh, I do. There we go. Pop those out. I have a lot more power shards than that, but these ones, that's going to be doing 120. I want it to go to 150. You may think it's a bit of a waste of a power shard, but trust me, I have so many. With the doubling trick, it makes it a lot easier to get power shards. So we'll do another 150 on this one, so that's a total of 300. Grab a pipe junction, we'll put it there. Grab a Mark 1 pipe. It will come to here, go a couple of steps back, and into that one. That's not right. Needs to come straight in here. This one can come in here. And then this one can go around the corner. And we'll drag it to as close as possible. Now, that's not quite in the middle, so it's going to make some kind of a funky thing happen here. It won't be a perfectly straight line. Ooh, that's going to bother me so much. Right, pipeline floor hole is going there. I'll just change it upstairs. Let's get rid of that floor hole and bring that pipe up into there. Now this will need a pump, and I will sort that out. Oh, we've got a nice long stretch over here, so let's grab a Mark 1 pump, turn it around. Yeah, that's good. And get the power point at the top. Go and grab a bit of power from this side. That one's in, that one is in, and then we just need to get power line to the pump, and that's powered. Good, that's our water sorted out. Just need to repair that little connection up here, and that will do it. Water is coming through. Is it? Yes, it is. Excellent. Next thing, polymer resin. It's a bit of a longer trip because here is my conveyor belt and I need to get over there. But I'm going to keep going under because that's the right thing to do. So we'll drag that across, trying to keep it in a straight line from this vantage point. Bring it around the corner underneath this walkover, which will eventually probably become a bridge. And then I'm going to need a Mark 4 conveyor lift, and that can come in from that side. Bring that and put that in there. And then I just need to remove all of these foundations because I really don't want them here. All right, good. That looks relatively neat. Let's just check the belt to see that the stuff is coming over. It is. And then I'm just going to close up this hole with a half foundation and just turn it. There we go. And then modern hand railing to finish it off nice and simple. There we go. And if we want to make it even more obvious, we can put a sign up here to go with an arrow pointing down. Anyway, this has everything that it needs. And this last machine, well, this is actually the first machine. Oh yeah, these are all going to change direction. So let me do that. And this last one over here will be set to residual rubber at 50%, so 10. Right, so that is everything set up. I've changed the direction of these mergers so they come out this side, so they can go around into the constructors. Power connections are all put together. Pipes and belts on this side have been sorted. So I just need to plug it in. Grab a line from here, bring it over to there, and just plug it straight in. That has started working. And it will start pushing out 150 rubber per minute. That is all 3 elements for the computer ready to put into a whole bunch of manufacturers. And basically I need 7 of these. So reach into the trusty blueprints, pull out the manufacturer, swing it around, try and get things lined up. Any blue lines? Let's H it and bring that over. And bring that over. That's too much. Alright, that's 2. Well, this is going to go out further than I want. Right, that is 4. And it's already come out pretty far. And I don't really want to go that far out. So it's going to be a little extra work for me, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other 3 back to back with these. And I'll have to do it manually because I don't feel like setting up a blueprint just for those 3. Will probably be useful at some point, but yeah, I could change the output as well to maybe go out that way. And then, yeah, have them back to back. So I have another row of 3 manufacturers here. I need 7. So I have 3 manufacturers down here and they all feed into the same output. Very low volume, so that's not an issue. Yep, right there, that'll work. All right, cool, those are all lined up. And the brilliant thing about this is I can keep this output on this side and have a little storage over here because I have space. I only needed 7, well, I actually needed 6.6667, but 7 and 1 underclocked. All right, cool, that's great. Then I'll just connect these all up. And then I'm going to have to bring the lines that I want down here, split them off, and go around this. You know what? This thing is becoming a pain in my posterior. I'm going to move it. And it's gone. Right, I've lost the connection to the ones up the top. Well, I'm not really that worried about them. But at least that thing is out of the way now. Right. So all I really need to do now is set up the inputs for this. So we'll have splitters. First one on the ground. Good. Second one. 2 up. The third one. 3 up. Get rid of these. Conveyor lift into this one. Conveyor belt into... Ooh, I need to change the mode, otherwise it won't work. And conveyor belt into there. And that's as easy as that. Then I just need to plug it in on this side. Good. So let me get all that done. Okay, all done. Power is connected. These are all set. I just need to put the belts between them. And just because one of the items I need quite a lot of. So yeah, I'm just going to whack Mark 3s throughout and hope that that is enough. Because we are going to be splitting. There you go. Belts are connected. Power is connected. Recipes are all done. I'm just going to change this one. This is going to be the one that goes at 66.6667. So what is it actually? 2.5. Okay, we'll just make it 2.5. So it does exactly 2.5. So this is the last one on the row of 4. Recipes, power lines in, everything is ready. So I need to first connect the inputs in. Now I've made a little tower here. So what I'm going to do is going to grab Mark 4 belts. Let's change that. Now this one will go in on the ground. Wait, hang on. Not that one. This one, which is furthest away, should actually probably go up a bit. Right. Caterium, ground level. I'm going to put a stackable conveyor over here. Rubber, the next level up. See if I can raise that and make it still look nice. Yeah, not bad. And then we'll lift this one for the circuit boards. Mark 4 conveyor. Oh, why is that coming out so horribly? Oh, right. I don't want it like that exactly. Put it there and then plug it in. Okay, I will grab that to there. Right, we have another little wall of belts. So, this side's going to plug in there, that to there, and that to there. And then I'm going to bring these around, all the way around. That goes in there, that to there, and that to there. The lines are full, I think. Ah, wait, we seem to have a shortage of... Oh yes, the circuit board smart splitter I changed because initially I was just sending everything straight into storage, but now storage is going to be overflowed. This line is going to be more important. Now I'm going to use circuit boards elsewhere as well, so I will be able to split off this line somewhere. But for now, this line will be overflow and right output will be any. Right output will be any. So, there we go. That line is going to fill up nicely now. And there they go. Everything is going... I'll just wait until this line is full before I start plugging power in. And while that's happening, I will put in... I'm going to do the same kind of setup. Smart splitter, input over there. I've got a little bit of space to play with. Large storage that I will put over here. Good, I've got enough space. Belt in there, belt in there. And we are now ready. Yep, we are ready. Let's plug this guy in. Yeah, what the heck? I've got a big pole here and it's almost exactly in the right place, so well, I'll use it. And there we go. Oh, wait, there's something wrong at the end. What's going on? Why is it red? Power. Did I not connect it? I did. No power? Oh, I think... yeah, I think I thought I plugged it in, but I didn't. There we go. Now it's plugged in, and we should start seeing computers coming out. There we go. Computers. An absolute winner. It does seem slow. Why are these yellow? Inputs? Hello? Nothing's coming into these machines. And why would that be? Alright, well, this is a pain in the bottom. And I didn't clip these onto the existing lines. I plugged the lines into them, so I can't understand what's going on here. Wait a minute, let's put a splitter on top of this one and then split underneath it. No, that's not working at all. Alright, well, looks like I'm going to have to break everything down and try again. It's weird that it's happening to all of them though. Oh, you know why? Because I put smart splitters in. Idiot. Alright, now I've gone and started dismantling things, but you don't have to dismantle. You can change these items by selecting the one that you want. So let me get out of delete mode. I want just normal splitter. Hold down control. There we go. That's working. So you choose the splitter that you want. You hover over. You hold down control and you click. So it saves me having to rebuild all of this. I just have to rebuild the one that I broke down before I remembered the trick. Yeah, those are sorted. Deleted a piece of floor by mistake. Let's see. Things are moving everywhere. Alright, well, always check what type of splitter you're putting in. Right, green lights. Green lights are very good. We like green lights. And we already have some computers in stock. That's very good. I'm going to need to run back and go and pick up the stuff for the dimensional depot that I will put on top of this. But I want to save up a little bit first so that we can go back and do an upgrade. Alright, just like that we have lots of computers. So let's head back to base and see what upgrades we can do. I have a couple of plans. Oh, I just picked up a big problem. On the way back, I noticed that there's no sulfur on this line. Does that mean that I have cut off? I think I might have cut off the power to the sulfur. Oh, that will cause massive problems very shortly. Oh yeah, when I moved this pylon, I broke that connection. I need to reconnect that to there. And hopefully the sulfur gets back here fast enough. Okay, I'm going to hang around here and keep an eye on that. Oh, this is particularly bad. I'm seeing lots and lots of red lights on my generators. That means my buffer is probably empty as well. Oof. It is. Alright, come on, sulfur. If this sulfur doesn't arrive soon, I'm going to hear that very horrible sound. There it is. Sulfur's back. Okay, that's going to take a while to fix up, as long as I can get things flowing again. Because those generators, well, they're still burning. They probably had full storages, but that can only last so long. Yep, that one's out. Alright, come on. Okay, sulfur's almost in, sulfur's almost in. Power's still up, strangely. I don't know how that's possible, but I take it. I accept. Alright, this is going to take a long time to come right. Okay, these machines are starting to fire up. The compacted coal is coming through. Can't believe the power's still on. Fortunately, we are not using very much at all, which has saved our butts. I'll just be very, very careful in future not to break lines like that. But if all the machines were running, yeah, we would have had a bit of a problem. Anyway, right now the capacity is increasing again, and our consumption is lower than the capacity. So, all right, we're okay. This all just needs to fill up, and it's going to take some time. Okay, good. Now I can head back to base. Right, let's have a look at our hub. Railway signaling is the next thing that I'm doing. Let's select that milestone. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull stuff out of storage. Damn, I'm out of material. Big time. Okay, do I have everything now? I think I might. Put that all in. Put that in, and there we go.
Milestone reached. Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior. This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location. For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, so there's quite a lot of new stuff that we can do thanks to having computers. That's one of them. Now, the alien power augmentor, I might as well do the research. I have a bit of stuff saved up from various trips around the world. So let's get that one done. Nice.
Power augmentor unlocked. Summer sloops naturally harvest. Yes, harvest energy from distant sources and distribute it locally. The power augmentor supercharges summer sloops by feeding it local power, increasing its harvesting range and efficiency, and thus power output. Basically, the more power it's given, the more it provides.
Do not loop the loop organ. It will shred and tear and unravel the threads, many temples burned.
Good to know, that confirms that hypothesis.
Okay, so we have the power augmenter. No reason not to just put one up to have a look at it. This is a new item in the game, and it is pretty good. So I have everything I need. It has a PowerPoint. Okay, we'll put it there. It also has an input, which we're not going to get to just yet. Oh, maybe I shouldn't put it under the power lines. Oh well, I am going to move it. I don't know where I'm going to move it to. Alright, it's going there. Kind of hovering a little bit. Oh no, that's fine. Right, no connection. Oh gosh, it's loud. My goodness, it's loud. Oh, look at that. That's pretty amazing. I built a few of those just to watch the animation. Cool. Alright, let's plug this into our system and see what it does. So, power boost. We just got an extra 844. Well, it'll go up because it's 10%. So, it increases our power output by 10% plus adds 500. So 500 megawatts plus 10%. The 10% is busy increasing as our power recovers. So that's quite a lot of extra power we're going to get. The thing is, it does chew up 10 summer sloops to build. So yeah, let's have a look at that recipe. Yep, 10 summer sloops. I've only got 6 left, so I couldn't build another one. Eventually I will. So other than duplicating items in your machines, this is the only other use for summer sloops that I know of. Good. Now we've also unlocked train signals. Now that is a bit of a topic on its own. They're actually very simple, but I've set up this station over here, which may need another platform, freight platform. This freight platform probably needs to turn around anyway. Yeah, with any luck, I'll be able to fit another one in. Because the plan will be to have another train. This train is going to take automated wiring down the south, where we will make the adaptive control units, I think they're called. We put up a manufacturer. Okay, the adaptive control unit needs the automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. All of those are being made down there. So the automated wiring needs to be taken down there instead of bringing those 3 items up. In addition, we have some black powder that needs to go down there into a very small facility to make smokeless powder so that I can get better weaponry. And then the return trip will bring rubber from the bottom up to here to plug in with the smart plating to make the modular engines. Because we have a motor factory over there, so if we have a look at the recipe, we need motors, we need rubber, smart plating. Smart plating is here, motors are over there, we just need to bring some rubber up, and then we can do that facility. We'll just plonk it on top of this. And that will be the final 2 items for phase 3, which should be a fairly easy setup. But trains do crash in this, so we're going to have to focus a little bit on making sure that we've got the block signals and the path signals in the correct places, so we can have multiple trains running on our global rail line. Probably going to extend a lot further around the map in both directions. And thinking about it, well, I might have the train just rather, instead of bringing rubber from the bottom, bring some heavy oil residue, because we can have a freight platform for liquid, and the freight car, I assume, then would be a liquid freight car as well. That would save having to bring the rubber up, because we can use the heavy oil residue to make rubber, and then we can also send some of it to the explosives factory over here instead of making the smokeless powder over there far away from our black powder facility. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Well, I'll put some thought into it between episodes. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. That is probably not going to stay there. I'll find a much more decorative place for it. And I may not even leave my base here. I might move my base down to the IT area, because that's where most of the action is happening. And now with dimensional depots, you don't really need to worry about where your base is. You're not really going to need a mall anymore. Although I do miss the days of having a mall, but I kind of like this. This is pretty cool. And when we get back, hopefully all the power is stabilized. It is picking up nicely, so yeah, getting there. And thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers.